So not getting any results from your hijama or wet cupping treatment? Assalamu alaikum guys. So today we're going to talk about some reasons on why you're not seeing any improvement in your hijama therapy. So the very first one is you're not considering this as your primary treatment. I've seen around that people take this as the last possible option. So once they have taken all those meds, they have visited the physician, and they have done all those physios in some cases, and then they are like, okay, let me also try hijama. So that is not the way to go about it. I think it's a great and it's a perfect treatment. I think it's more where we need to tell ourselves and we need to improve our belief. It's as we say in the research that the placebo effect is getting the better of us. So, for example, a painkiller injection that we take at the hospital. Most of the time, I've seen people don't even know what's the medication that they're taking or they're being injected. But they're like, in 5 minutes, they're like, yeah, we already feel the difference. That is definitely a placebo. So in this case, when there is clear hadith, sahih and authentic hadith that mentions that there is healing, there is cure for my people, for my ummah in hijama, then I think we need to kill all those second opinions. What I've seen commonly is that it's not done the right way. And unfortunately, it's not all, but some practitioners don't even pay attention on how it's done. What are the precautions one needs to take? What are the conditions that they're actually trying to benefit or get rid of by hijama? So those things need to be taken in consideration. Of course, you need to be it's best if you don't have food in your stomach. But also there are we have post-operative precautions. Similarly, post-hijama, you need to keep your stomach really light. You need to avoid those heavy foods. You need to really skip on those beef and those chickens and stuff, and you need to go on vegetables at least for a week in my experience. And then I think undereating is the way to go. Undereating is always better than overeating, right? So I've seen that people the very first day after hijama, they tend to overeat, and some of the friends have actually admitted this, that they feel so hungry, their appetite is so high. Yes, that could be true, but you need to keep yourself hydrated rather than solids. That just heavy solids filling yourself up to the throat is just gonna do you more harm than good. So in that's one thing. And there are so many other factors. So when we do hijama, we are thinking that it's just a magic pill, and no matter what else you do, it's supposed to work. But that's not how it is. We need to we need to control our diet, our eating habits. We only are supposed to eat when you're hungry, right? So go eat when you have an appetite, not go with the schedule. So we don't have to eat per schedule. Sometimes I don't understand how people, because my personal experience is that my appetite is different day to day. Depends on what kind of a day or what kind of an activity I have performed. And it's very hard for a person to have that constant appetite, right? So for example, there could be days where, I absolutely don't feel hungry, at the time of breakfast, and I go with a very, very light breakfast. Instead of forcing myself, what I've seen in some of my friends as well, is that when they see that they have a long day ahead, they will force themselves to fill themselves up, just because they know that they won't have time to eat lunch at the right time. They have meetings or whatever they have on their schedule. I think that's something definitely not recommended. Don't be afraid. You can always carry something light with you. Dates is a wonderful classic option, and it does a good job. And then keep yourself hydrated. So yeah, and hijama can be done for pretty much any condition. There might be exceptions, but I'm not going to go into that today. For most conditions that I've tried it on myself, headaches, eye strain, neck pain, back pain, I've made a video on a DIY, do-it-yourself hijama, and I'll post it in the link in the description for you guys to actually take a look at it. I think it's a great therapy, and I think it's a therapy that needs to be performed regularly. So by regularly, I don't mean every month or 2 months, but let's say we should have a hijama scheduled for at least once in 6 months. That gives great results, and with proper diet, with proper eating habits, I think it does wonders. So I'm open to your comments and your questions of if you have anything specific that you need to discuss. I'll be taking that up in my next session. So stay tuned, and jazakumullah khair.